My name is Ajani, and this Ilu-Ola village is my home. My story is one of fortune, cunning, and a battle of wits with the king himself. My father was a man of considerable wealth, known far and wide for his farms that stretched like green seas and his herd of cattle that coloured the hills. When he passed, he left all this to me, his only son. I was but a child, and the weight of his legacy was a heavy cloak around my small shoulders. The news of my inheritance spread through Ilu-Ola like wildfire. While many congratulated me, their eyes betrayed a different tale, one of envy and desire. None was more covetous than Oba Adebiyi, the king of our village. Known for his greed, the Oba saw my inheritance as a means to fill his already overflowing coffers. One day, Oba Adebiyi summoned me to his palace. The palace was a grand hut, adorned with carvings of our ancestors and the sacred symbols of the Orishas. As I approached, my heart beat like the talking drums that echoed each step I took. "Ajani, my son," Oba Adebiyi began, his voice smooth like the palm oil that graced our meals, "you are but a child, and the wealth of your father is too vast for one so young. It is the duty of your king to manage it until you come of age." His words were honeyed, but I sensed the sharp sting of deceit beneath them. I remembered my father's warnings about the Oba's greed. I knew I had to be wise to protect what my father had left me. "I understand, Oba," I replied, my voice steadied despite my trembling heart. "But my father taught me well. He said the land and cattle speak to those who listen." "I have listened, Oba. Let me prove myself capable." The Oba's eyes narrowed, a plan forming in his mind. "Very well," he said. "We shall have a contest. You will choose any cow from your herd, and I will do the same. The one whose cow yields the most milk by the end of the day shall take both the cattle and the land." I agreed, knowing the Oba expected me to fail. I returned to my herd and whispered into the ears of my cows, choosing the one my father loved most, a gentle beast named Sade. Meanwhile, the Oba chose his largest cow, confident in his choice. As the sun traveled across the sky, the villagers gathered to watch. The Oba's cow was first, and milk flowed like a river. My heart sank as I led Sade forward. But as I began to milk her, a trickle turned into a stream, and then a flood. Sade, who had nurtured many calves, gave milk enough to fill 2 calabashes to the brim. The villagers cheered, and the Oba's face turned as dark as a rain cloud. I had won, not through deceit but through knowing the heart of my cattle, as my father had taught me. Oba Adebiyi, realizing his defeat, nodded slowly. "You have the wisdom of your father in you, Ajani," he conceded. "Keep your inheritance. You have earned it this day." From then on, I managed my father's wealth with care, always listening to the land and the animals, just as he had. And though Oba Adebiyi never again tried to take my inheritance, he watched me, a glint of respect in his eyes. This tale of mine is a testament to the wisdom passed down through generations. In Ilu-Ola, amidst the whispers of the wind and the wisdom of the ancients, I learned that true wealth lies not just in what we own, but in the legacy we preserve and the respect we earn. This is the wealth I one day hope to pass on, just as my father did before me.